YouTube. Okay. Rosane, it's your first time here with me. Could you present yourself, please?
Okay. I'm Rosane. I'm 30 years old. I'm an English teacher and I live in Santo André, São Paulo. I've been participating in the meetings for a while now, I believe since February, and it's really nice to be here.
Oh, great. Welcome, Rosane. And thank you. Márcio, could you introduce yourself first? If you want, of course. Okay. So, Márcio, if you have any problem, please tell me on the chat, okay? So, guys, I explain a little bit how TNT works, all right? TNT is a platform. This conversation is only for English, 100% in English. I'm not a teacher. I'm not here to teach you. I'm here to learn with us. And all the conversation is broadcast live on YouTube. Say hello to YouTube, by the way. And well, I divide you guys in small groups with 3 or 4 persons, okay? And this conversation is all levels, have all levels in English. But if you want to talk in English more slowly, or if you want a teacher to guide you and the English studies, have the intermediate and the beginner meetings, okay, in English, and have in French too, and Spanish, I guess, only these 2 other languages. But if you want to talk in other language without a level, have in Spanish, English, of course, German, French, and Italian. All right. So wait a minute. I only open the breakout rooms. Everyone have the questions on the chat? Okay. So yeah, guys, enjoy the conversation. If you have any problem, please, the button ask for help. I will see what has happened. And yeah, enjoy the conversation. Respect yourself and choose a leader. And of course, present yourself. It's really important to present yourself, okay? So I'll see y'all in 45 minutes. Okay, if you don't receive an invitation, you stay with me in the main room. Bruna, Gabi, Rosane, and Vinicius. Okay. All right. So hello. Rosane, I have a problem if I put you in the other room because I have a lot of persons
No problem
here.
at all. It's okay.
Thank you, Rosane. All right. Hello. So, Bruna, could you introduce yourself first, please?
Yes, I'm Bruna. I live in Brasilia. I'm married. I have 2 sons. I'm 39. I work with public service. I degree. I think I sou formada. I forgot, sorry. For the physiotherapy. I think that's it.
Oh, great. I have a person, my family is a physiotherapy. I think so, really great. I don't understand enough physiotherapy, but I'm healthy. I do a healthy course too, and sometimes it's similar.
Yes.
Yeah. The same desespero.
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding, Bruna. And you, Gabi, can I call you Gabi?
Yes. My name is Gabriela. I'm 18 years. I live in São Paulo, and I practice my English because I like the language, and I think it's important for my study and my future work. So,
Oh, great. So what do you want to do in your future work?
medicine.
Oh, great. Yeah, medicine is really good. Like I love all the parts of healthy. I really love. So go ahead, Gabby. You're in the right way. So Vinicius, hello. Introduce yourself, man, please.
Morning, everyone. I'm Vinicius. I'm from Avaré, but I'm living in Curitiba right now. I work as a software engineer. I'm married, no kids, and I try to improve my English nowadays. That's it, I guess.
All right. Welcome, Vinicius. And I already presented myself, but now go to the questions. I'm excited for this conversation today. And guys, can you hear me clearly? Like my voice is clearly? Okay.
Yes.
So, thank you. Okay, question number 1. How often do you practice your English? Which app do you often use? Vinicius. Stop.
I've been studying English a long time, but I'm trying study every day because I think if we do the same thing every day, it's better to learn. Nowadays, I just use some flashcards app to remember some expressions, and the TNT, of course, is the best for me because I can practice my speaking. Guess that's it.
Oh, great. I think this app is Memrise. I don't remember, but I have this app for you use flashcards. I use that to learn Spanish for 1 week, but I don't adapt it. I forgot to use the flashcards. Like the app is simple. You only put a word and have on the other side have the explanation about the word. But I forgot. I simply forgot. I use all the app, but at the end of my studies, I think like, oh, I forgot something. Oh, maybe I should like reveal something, but I don't remember what is it. Like the memorize don't work with me because maybe I don't have a memory or something like that. I don't know. But it's such a good app, really. And not for me, by the way, but for the other persons, it's okay. And you, Gabi?
I often practice my English every day. 50 minutes or 30 minutes, depends the day. And I use TNT, I use Lingui, and I use TED because have video, and I like search new words and listening. I like this.
Yeah, I love TED Talks. As you can see, I put in the beginning of the meeting the TED Talks, and the app is great, really great. And you said you use Duolingo, Gabby. Sorry, I can't understand you.
Lingui.
Lingui. Oh, yeah, I know. It's from Steve Kaufman, I guess.
Yes.
I don't. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
I never use it. It's simple to use.
Yeah. Yes, I like because I can search new words with different meanings.
Oh, yeah. It's great. And in this app, like you use your only grammar or have other kind of
Uh,
thing?
I use grammar. Oh, you question about book?
No, about the lingual key.
Ah, yes. No.
Lingui.
So
Lingui. The
yes.
Lingui, it's app, it's the app or only the site?
The site.
All right.
Oh,
I understand now. Thanks.
No, sorry, because I understand it's an app. Like I
Ah.
never seen the lingua in Play Store. I feel confused. I'm like, oh my gosh, I never seen this app. Wow, why? Thank you, Gabby. Oh yeah, Ink is good too. I use Ink for some studies too, but I guess I'm not adapted enough to use website. I prefer apps because websites, I always forgot the link of the website, and like all my progress stay in the site. Yeah, I pass away because maybe I don't have a patient enough. It's not my problem, guys. Sorry. But Bruno, what about you?
Well, I often practice my English every day now. In the year, every day I want to study English, and I use the app with a flashcard, like Vinicius said. Anki is one this, but I sometimes I forgot with you, like you to practice, and it have a lot of cards to review. It's terrible. Now I think I have 200 cards to review. It's bad. Oh my gosh, but it's okay. I think I will put in the order in my life. And let me see more. The lyrics, I think it's the name is lyrics to song, for song, about song. I think it's so good to practice my karaoke, my list, and I practice this. And the other app that I use now to read is the, I think it's Space. It's the TNT on your book in your book in meeting. The TNT, it's Space. I think it's Space Mix. I don't know the name, but it's, go ahead.
Yeah, it's space maybe.
Yes, and there are many tests about any subject. I think it's so good to read and to practice listen. Maybe I use the link, only link to site about TEDx. Well, like Gabriela said, only this.
Yeah, I'm impressed with like all flashcards you have, Bruna. Really, I'm really impressed. I can't believe have a person who do that. Like I don't know. I'm very organized person, but if I have a lot of that, I don't know if I scream. Maybe I scream like, oh my gosh, what has happened here? But it's good to observe the subject, I guess. you do that, Bruna. And you said you learned English since, I forgot, or for 2 years? I don't know.
No, a long time of my life I study English, but
Oh, okay.
in December the last year, no. Let me see. I think in August the last year I started a English course. So I found out the TNT in December the last year. So I put my check in my English. I think is this because I'm only studying read and listen. Don't I? It's a problem because I didn't have a opportunity to practice my English.
Yeah, the problem of English course, the traditional English course around Brazil is that you don't have time enough to use your speaking, like only the time of the class. I do a traditional English course. I'm really good at reading. I'm really good at listening. I'm not so really good at reading because I have a problem with the writing. But I remember in my time in English course, I have a problem, especially in speaking. Especially, I don't use the phrases I learned. Like I read the phrase, I know the phrase in my mind, but when I open my mouth, the phrase don't work. And this is the problem of traditional curse. Only want the person know the grammar. Of course, the grammar it's good, also good. I don't love grammar, but I use grammar. And yeah, but like speaking a language is more than that, I guess. And TNT show that first. Like Bruna, you said about December. If I don't discover TNT in pandemic, maybe I don't pass in my international exam. Like sometimes you need something different for you grow. Yeah. And Bruna, you said about that. The question number 2 is exactly like that. How important are speaking compare with reading, listen, and writing activities? Gabi, start for us.
I think speaking is very important because if you will travel, you need to question, you need to talk. With speaking, you can, but reading, listening, and writing is important to study language. I think this is important to study language, but speaking is practic. I think it's practice, and is emergence. For emergence is special.
Like order something on the restaurant. It's such like really important, some words. Really. Yeah, you said something interesting. Speaking is important for a lot of things, but only speaking is not like you don't do anything with only speaking. Because if you don't listen the other person, you don't speak too. Yeah, like if you don't read some words, why you know how to speak? And what this is important. I put this question because of that. Like it's important to do like not comparison, but like put all together. Like in Portuguese, we know Portuguese because of school. No, because we are immersion in the language. Since I was born, I heard my mom talk like, don't do that, do that. Maybe at first word I understand is yes and no. and I was a baby. Like, and it's important, the immersion, but also important to listen. All the things in life, I guess it's important to listen first. Don't do the things like, oh, I want to do. And about you, Vinicius?
Uh, I I think speaking is more important to start it, like you broke a mental thing, when you are speaking, because I think when we learning to or speaking when we are just a baby, we try speaking for at first, and after we reading, listen, and write the things. And I think it's important to try speaking because I see myself I'm very good at reading, listening, and writing, but when you think about it, but your mouth can't just say the words, it's complicated. So I think if everyone just try speaking and lose your fear to speaking, it's better. Then you can just read and listening. I think speaking and listening is our double. You need to do the same time the both. And reading and write, I think it's okay when you how speaking the words. Of course, when you say some word, it's not the same way you write the word, but it's possible you write it after. But I think speaking is the first step to fear your to lose your fear. I think everyone especially in Brazil, we have a lot of fear to mistake, like say some wrong word, and oh, okay, they don't speak English correctly. But I participated from some teams to develop some apps, and there's a lot Indian guys, Japanese guys, and they they talk English, and they don't care about the exactly how to say the word. So I think the first step is speaking is important to start. Is That's it.
Yeah, like the stereotype around the English language is like I don't understand, as you said, Vinicius, the process around the word talking English, like not perfect sometimes, but I see here in Brazil the persons want you speak like a native. You're not a native. You never become a native. You are Brazilian native. You speak Brazilian. Like if compare, I live in Minas. Bruna, you live in, I guess, I forgot, girl. Sorry.
Brasilia.
Brasilia. Maybe if I talk with you Portuguese, you see my my difference in the language. I see you're different in the language. Like it's common, but some kind of person, I guess here in Brazil, because guys, the other persons in the other country don't care about your accent, don't care. Only persons you care about your accent maybe is a boring person or some Brazilian persons. I always see that, like when you go to the like an interview and a new job for a new job, the person always said, "Oh, you have an accent. I don't want you work here." But I talk in English, like fluently. I never become a native. Never, never. If I like spend 10 years of my life in England or United States, I don't be a native. Like the persons don't understand that. And Vinicius, you put an example like Indian person, Chinese and Japanese person. Like we care about the accent, we care about how to speak correctly the words, but like the other person understand and go ahead. If the person understand what you want to pass, doesn't matter. Really, guys, doesn't matter. And I see a lot of Brazilians said, "Oh, you have an accent, guys." I have, I have a Brazilian accent. Why I don't have an English accent? Like it's so funny to see this discussion on Twitter sometimes. It's so funny to see. And you, Bruna, what do you think?
Well, I think it's very important to the communication. If you write or if sometimes it's necessary, you know to write, for example, an email. But speaking for me is very important. It's no more important, but it's the main. Oh my gosh, main way to communication. I think is this. When I travel to my last trip, I have a problem with the event that I want to do, and it's necessary to call for the hostel. But in the phone, the cell phones, he told me that he didn't understand that I said it's so bad for me because I think I spoke very well with him, but it's okay. I turn hang out. I think it's hang out. Desliguei the cell phone. Very very sad. Very so bad. Well, the other night I called the Uber and the driver. I started speaking the driver with the driver and oh, sorry, I didn't understand what you said. Could you say slowly, please? And she said me that sorry, I don't speak English very well. Oh, where are you from? She I don't know the past. She she was from the Korea, South Korea, and we started to speak in English, and I said for her that I beginning in English, study English, and she said that my English is very well. Oh my gosh, my English is very well. Yes, you speak. I understand a lot. Oh, great. I think it's the important. If you I don't know, fazer-se entender. You, I think this is important. If they speak, I think it's very important for this.
Yeah, like this example, you see like have some native person like understand you but don't want to understand you. Maybe it's a misogyny, I don't know. Like have some kind of person, like I see this person on Discord. Discord is a platform to talk in any language or to do anything. It's a platform to talk. And like some persons, sometimes I play some video game and the person said to me, "Oh, you're too wrong, your English is bad," bad words to me. And I feel like, oh man, really, oh, okay. I don't put in a discussion anymore. I don't enter in a discussion anymore to how to do that. Like it's my English. I passed 9 years of my life to improve that, and I don't care if you don't like. Bruna, like sometimes Brazilian, I guess Brazilian and Latinos in general pass that. Like it's horrible because other persons in other countries learn Portuguese or Spanish and don't talk fluently, but we understand. We try to understand. And I see the other persons in the other country maybe don't want to help us sometimes. Like, oh, okay. Like it's sad. That's true. It's the life, I guess. And you, Gabi?
I number 3 or number 2?
Number 2.
I talk about this.
Really? Oh, Gabi, so
No problem, no
sorry.
problem.
I forgot, guys. Really sorry. But I have a question for you, okay, Gabi? Do you study English for what? How would your life be different without English? Number 6.
I studied English because this language is important all the world, and I can talk other people's, know other cultures, see move, and different in my life. And I can know new cultures, new places. For example, I like England, and I know visit this country, and I think English is very important in this country, and so yes.
Yeah, but Gabi, like if you don't have the English, your life is different. Like, how would it be your life without English? You imagine?
I think it's very different because in my university I need read in England, and I need search new books in other language and new subjects, I think.
Yeah. That's
And in Brazil, I don't have this book, and I can listen new musics, and understand without letter, and movies without letter, and so
yeah.
I think for your career, medicine career that you want, it's very important English because the very much I think it's a lot of research is in English. I don't know why, but is this. And if you want, if you only want to only read this in Portuguese, you I don't know to say atrasada. You not it's not not current the information. I think it's for us. It's very important, but in your career, it's more.
Yeah,
yeah.
unfortunately, in science, we always, if you want to see something, to read something, you always see in English. It's the basic in science. Like I do my TCC, and everything is English. Everything. I search in English and I write in Portuguese. I translate because in Portuguese the persons don't have money enough to cost this these things. And yeah, unfortunately, sometimes you see really great websites to have these books in English, but sometimes you need to pay, and it's sad because the price is not so good. Yeah. And about you, Vinicius? Do you study English for what?
Um, I I guess I don't know how to answer that because I've been studying English for so long time, I guess, and I don't know exactly why, like uh, it's not like a goal or something like that. And I could say 95% everything we see is in English. So if I don't see the things in English, I guess a lot of things I can't see, like movies or studying. I work as a developer, so I use English every day because when we are programming, it's in English, of course. And I guess English nowadays is the most speaking language in the world, so we can know another people's another culture because the English. And I think the word without the English would be complicated, I guess. I see my mom, so she she don't speak English, doesn't speak English, and it's complicated. She needs search everything in Portuguese, and that's not a lot of things in Portuguese nowadays. Books, uh, the better books are in English. Some they just translate to Portuguese, but not every book. And some movies, like you watch a movie at cinema, and a lot of movies does it in Portuguese. So I think English nowadays is everything for me. That's it.
Yeah, I understand you. My mother is the same, like pay to me to understand in English, but if I talk right now, if you stay like here in my room, she doesn't understand anything. Anything. Uh, my brother and my sister know the basic, but like it's complicated sometimes because I like my mother stay with me in the living room, and I put on TV like something I want to watch, TED Talks, and my mother looked to me like, why? I don't understand anything. Why you do that? And I put the lyrics in Portuguese, and my mother said, oh my gosh, I don't understand because I don't see the small letters, and I feel like, how I help you now? And yeah, it's hard because sometimes I see a really such a good meme in English, and I want to show to my brother and my sister and also to my mother, and the three look to me like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, okay, and turn back like, what the fuck? What has happened with this girl? It's not normal. And yeah, it's a bad feeling sometimes. But I helped my mother to learn English really this year, I hope. And about you, Bruna?
Well, I think I study English why I needed to know another many other country. I think it is this. because when I was child, it's so terrible. I hate English. Oh my God, it's so bad for me. I It's very difficult. I don't know why. No, I know. It's because I start with people that they know a lot and I didn't know nothing. It's a problem because if they have a different the knowledgement, it's terrible. And but now I love English and I wanted to maybe move it for abroad, and it's necessary to know English a lot. So, and how would your life be different without English? I don't know. I think I didn't know the many countries that I know now, and now it's possible to talk another person when I travel. It's important. And let me see more. I think it's that.
Yeah.
And about I think I remember one thing that Gabriela said is about the movie. But interesting, I don't like to movie English. Movie in English because I think the translator sometimes is very interesting. It's the yes, the joke. It's very more funny in Portuguese, I think. Sometimes the other country the joke is like your mother. What is happening? I didn't understand. And he in the movie in the translator, I think they put very very close to the joke in Brazil, for example. I think it's more interesting.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. Sometimes I like to see without the subtitles and with Portuguese language because it's so funny and I laughed a lot. But yeah, I guess Bruna, you in the right way. As I said, like I I understand you correctly. Maybe the person who don't understand you in the past was maybe a crazy person because I understand you perfectly. So clear. And well, hello guys for the other room. Everything's okay? Do you like the conversation? Katrina, do you like the conversation?
I like this conversation. I think it's a good conversation because for us, I think in the other room, the English is a priority in the life the life in this moment, and the guys and girls sharing the strategy about how learning how improve the English in our life, and I think it's a good conversation.
Oh, great. Thank you, Katrina. And yeah, here is the same. I love the conversation. I laugh a lot. And guys, it's always a pleasure staying with us on TNT. And TNT is that learn English every day, day by day, step by step. Sometimes you don't feel good enough and don't want to talk, don't want to do anything, but when you stay here, you learn. Sometimes you learn more than a language. It's really good. Yeah. So thank you for this experience, and I hope see all of us guys in the next experience in the next week. And girls who don't know, on Saturdays have the meetings, girls meeting with me at 10 a.m. If you want to join, I hope all of you girls join it. Yeah. So the last thing I said, really, I put on the chat a feedback. Please go to the feedback. put me something you want to talk about pets, about song, about crimes, about food. I put a meeting about it, okay? And yeah, 0, you hate me, 10, you love me, and it's totally anonymous, okay? So thank you guys. for
Okay,
listening.
thank you. Bye bye. Have a nice day.
Bye. Have a nice